everyone, in this lesson we're looking at how to weave lead lines into a standard 12-bar blues progression. We're going to start with some simple fills, then we'll introduce some triplets, then look at targeting chord tones, which will help the lines connect more naturally to the chord changes. If you're cool with that, let's get started. We're going to start with the easiest way to blend lead and rhythm. We're going to play a short rhythm pattern over beats 1, 2 and 3, and then we're going to replace the last offbeat from the 3, so and, 4 and 1, with a short pentatonic fill. So that's only 4 notes. We'll keep it into quarter notes to keep it very, very simple, and it will sound something like this. Remember, everything I play on this lesson will be tabbed down below on Patreon. So just there we had a rhythm over 1 and 2 and 3, and then our lead was over and 4 and 1. So rhythm would be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then you just fill those gaps with anything you like, any 4 notes, not anything, any pentatonic notes that you like, major or minor, or both. Get that bluesy sound. So here's an example of what you could fill it with. I'll play just the fills, then I'll play the rhythm with the fills. And then with the rhythm, that would sound like this. So very simple, but very effective. Now, spend a wee bit of time on that before moving on to exercise 2, which is where we're going right now. Once you're comfortable with adding a simple fill, we can make things sound a little bit more bluesy by changing the rhythm. Instead of straight 8th notes, we'll just use a triplet figure. The notes themselves aren't much harder, but the change in rhythm gives the lick a completely different feel. Something like this. So I think you'll agree, we're already sounding a lot bluesier. How do we do that? It's really quite simple. It's exactly the same as before. We're playing the rhythm over 1 and 2 and 3, and then we have a lead line. This time we're playing and 4 triplet 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4 triplet 1, and 2 and 3, and 4 triplet 1, and 2 and 3. And you can fill that and 4 triplet 1 with anything you like. Mind again, it is only pentatonics, majors and minors for the moment. You can get a bit more fancy later on if you like. But here's some fill ideas using the major and minor pentatonic scales. And with the rhythm. Pretty simple still, yet very effective. Just stick to the 1 chord for now. Spend a good bit of time getting used to that. Play some fills with just 8th notes, and then some fills with triplet 8th notes, and just see how you get on before moving on to exercise 3, where we're going to start looking at chord tones. Exercise 3 is targeting the next chord. So far we've just been adding fills, but now we're going to make those fills work with the chord progression. Rather than ending the lick anywhere, we'll aim for a chord tone. The root notes, keep it simple right now. If you're comfortable with thirds and fifths and flat sevenths, you can end on any of them and it will sound really cool as it relates to the chord. But for the purposes of this lesson, we're just going to focus on the root note. So sorry, A, 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 A. One of those notes, remember, all the tabs are below. I've tabbed this stuff out as well if you're on Patreon. If we're on the 4 chord, we're aiming for Ds. We have 3 Ds that are comfortable to get to from here. And if you want to go behind, you have that one too. And if you're about to go onto the 5 chord, you're looking for an E. So we have an E here, we have an E here, and we have an E here. Cool. So we can get used to this, I'm going to just pick one simple fill, one simple lead idea. The last note will move with the chord progression. So if we are going on to an A, we're going to play something like this. Not something like that, we're going to play that. If we're moving on to the 4 chord, we'll be playing this. And then if we are moving on to the 5 chord, we'll be playing this. And that targets each of the chord tones. So our A is here on the 4th string, 7th fret. Our D is on the 4th string, no it's not, it's on the 3rd string, 7th fret. And our E is on the 5th string, 7th fret. So they're quite easy to find. So this isn't going to sound very exciting, but this is what you'll end up with. And it's just for us to get comfortable moving that last note, and used to targeting those chord tones, those root notes. All right, let's hear it. We're still on the 1 chord. We've got the 4 coming up now. Back to the 1. Here comes the 5. To the 4. Back to the 1. It's not very exciting, but you get the idea. Spend a wee bit of time on that, and then what we'll do right now is I'll show you what it will sound like once you start mixing in different lead patterns, different riffs, different licks. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we've got here is a small lead line, which we can end on the root note of the 1 chord that would be there. We can end it as if we're going into the 4 chord like this. And then the 5 chord like this. In the example I'm about to play to you, I'm going to play it going into the 4 chord. Another change that I'm going to make is I'm going to play 1 bar with just quarter notes and 8th notes. That'd be the rhythm that I've chosen is 1, 2, 3, 4, and. In fact, we'll do 2 bars. We'll do them both over the D. So I'll land on the D, then I'll just jump onto the flat 7th for the rhythm of 2, 3, 4, and. So that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Let's give it a listen. Alright, I hope you found this helpful. I've been Johnny Jeffrey, you've been great. Cheers for watching, and I will catch you next time.